We'll look at Oakland Drive and Howard Street Hill area. Cruise along here. Some of the older established homes here. Beautiful, huh? We used to drive along here when we were kids with my father and mother and look at these places and always wonder there would be a way business do well. You might be able to move up here into a neighborhood like this. Well, instead, my father opted for a farm out in the country instead of city life here with a, let's just say, a Chevy Chase address. Just passing good old Chevy Chase Street. And so we moved out onto the farm, and I can tell you that a couple of 100 acres and woods and everything else is a whole lot more fun growing up than I think hanging around down here. Of course, them city boys, you know, they didn't do too bad themselves, but I like the country life. All right, I seen one of our local surface street plows here in the parking lot. You can see it filled with salt in the rear. Got the scraper underneath. On the other side, there's a hydraulic snowplow blade that he can lower to any place he wants to go with it. And this is what we have here in the town. The ones on the highway are much bigger. You can see his salt shaker right there, ready to spread the salt. Like I mentioned before, back here in the Oakwood neighborhood, there are a couple dozen small homes. Here's one right here. It's about 300 square feet. Most of these were built back in the 1930s or 40s. Just love that little design right there. I watched this home come along from the time that it was purchased 4 years ago, and the buyer renovated the whole place. You wouldn't have recognized it, and it's beautiful right now. Very nice job. See another small home right here. Very cozy. Okay, here's one of the older homes in the neighborhood. Of course, it's been re-sided, new windows, but take a look at the diamond window there on the side of the house. Pretty cool. Now this is an old home right here. We're going to take a look at what I have been told by more than one person who's lived here all their life, that this home right up here is the oldest one in the neighborhood. It's this brick home right here on the right, red brick home. When this was built, back in the day, would have been late 1800s. Okay, there was nothing back here. The only way to that home was right here. A 2-track going straight down Hazel, about a half a mile to Oakland Drive, which was also a dirt road at the time. And this was all woods and a couple of farm fields. There's no other dwellings back here. And I'd have to almost guess that the house right here on the corner we're looking at might have been one of the first ones built after that brick home, right kitty corner across the street from it. There are two other homes back in this neighborhood that are almost as old as that one that I just showed you, the cream colored home, wood frame home, and I don't know the history of those. Let's go back past this one on the way back. Pretty cool and historic. This is a very nice little row of houses here, built in the 30s. Another really cool window on the side of that home. Another small home right here. And on and on. Another real cool small home. Over here on this side too, the flat roof place. I made of stucco on the outside. This little mint green home on the corner is spiffy. I'll show you a couple other ones. Like the blue one here on the corner. They used to raise chickens there. And they were good, and they had eggs too. Right up here is a little two-story white wood frame home. Right here. That's a little beauty right there. Next to it as well. Over here's one on the other side of the street I call the Key West house. Looks like a little house right there you see down in Key West. Yep. All right. It sure isn't snowing down there in Alamorada, I'll tell you that. Our local snow globe was accurate. Again, on the 8th of January 2025. Neighbor right over here across the street, they have chickens too. 4 or 5 people back here have chickens.